Okay, guys, so I want to go over some basic concepts here before we get into the practice problems on slide 6. And one concept here that you definitely need to understand is that the Earth rotates on its axis. Okay, so here's the axis of the Earth. And the Earth rotates counterclockwise on this axis. Okay, so if that's the case, and the sun is coming from the right here in this model, obviously sunrise is going to occur on our east coast before it is on the west coast. All right, so let's just call this, 7 a.m. on the east coast. Of course, it's a little bit past that because it's past sunrise. Sunrise is more or less here, which is closer to 6 a.m. But so let's just call it 7 a.m. on the east coast. There's a 3-hour difference. There is a 3-hour difference between our time and the time in California. Now, we are 3 hours ahead of them. Okay, so that means that it would be approximately 4 a.m. in California in this situation, if I'm calling this 7. So, that's an important piece. Understand that as you go to the east, okay, as you go in this direction, it's later. Okay, as you go to the west in this direction, it is earlier. All right, if you can't remember that, I'd always say to kids, wouldn't it be nice if it's early east? Well, it's not. It's later east. Okay, so you want to remember that. Now, the practice problems here on slide 6, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through each practice problem with you. I'll go through these practice problems with you on slide 6 and show you how to do these types of problems. Okay, so the first problem says, if it is noon at the prime meridian and 4 p.m. where you are, what is your longitude? Okay, so first of all, remember that every 15 degrees is a difference of 1 hour. So 15 degrees times 4 hours. There's a 4-hour difference here in this problem. It's noon at the prime meridian, 4 p.m. where you are. So 15 times 4 is 60 degrees. Now, is it 60 degrees east or 60 degrees west? Well, it says it's noon at the prime meridian, 4 p.m. where you are. Okay, so you are later, so that means you are to the east. Okay. Now, to give you a visual of this, set up a grid. Okay, so I'm going to use this line paper, which makes lines of longitude, easy to draw. So you start out with, all right, it says it's noon at the prime meridian. So the prime meridian is 0 degrees, and it's noon there. All right, 4 p.m. where you are. Well, hopefully you realize, okay, 4 p.m. that's later, so I'm gonna go this way. All right, so remember every 15 degrees is 1 hour. So at 15 degrees east, it's 1 o'clock. At 30 degrees, it's 2 o'clock. At 45 degrees, it's 3 o'clock. And 60 degrees, it's 4 o'clock. Okay? So, really, you can look at this problem 2 ways. Okay? If you have a hard time doing the math, sometimes, setting up a grid and doing it that way is a little bit more visual, and that might help you. Okay? Let's look at number 2. All right, so the next one, it says, it's noon where you are, and 9 p.m. at the prime meridian. What longitude are you at? And actually, I'm sorry, I changed this. I changed this one. I changed this to 4 p.m. Okay, it's 4 p.m. where you are. It's 4 p.m. This is right out of your notes. It's 4 p.m. where you are, 9 p.m. at the prime meridian. What longitude are you at? All right, so start out with the prime meridian again. Prime meridian 0 degrees, and what time did it say it's there? 9 p.m. All right, and it is 4 p.m. where you are. So where you are, 4 p.m., it's earlier. So you know you're going to go this way. It's earlier to the west. Okay, so 15 degrees, it's going to be 8 p.m. 30. It's going to be 7. 45. It's going to be 6. 60. It's going to be 5. And 75. It's going to be 4 p.m. Okay, so I'm counting down because I'm going earlier. 9 p.m., 8 p.m., 7 p.m., so on to 4 p.m. So that's where it's 4 p.m. Well, where am I? I'm 75 degrees west. 75 degrees west. Okay, once again, the math. Remember, every hour is a difference. Every 15 degrees is a difference of 1 hour. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 15 times 5 is 75 degrees. All right, and then remember, it's to the west because where you are, it's earlier than the prime meridian. 4 p.m. is earlier than the prime meridian. Okay? Apply this same concept to number 3. All right? Looking at this globe here, just once again going over the idea that